Before business owners make the decision that they want to sell their business, they usually want to know a little bit about the sale process and the time commitment that's involved. I'm sure you're no different. We begin with determining whether or not it's an appropriate time to sell. We do that by a free initial consultation where we begin to discuss what your personal and corporate goals and objectives might be. That helps us get some indication as to whether or not it is an appropriate time to go into the marketplace to sell your business. After determining what the goals and objectives are, we begin to anticipate what the market response or reaction might be to your particular business and industry at that particular time. We also try to determine what the value proposition might be in that response from the marketplace and whether or not it has any feasibility in reaching your goals and objectives and on your timetable. Once we've determined that, we begin to package the business for presentation into the marketplace. That means that we're going to begin gathering documents and creating documents. We're going to begin to identify the buyer pool or the universe of buyers, if you will, that are appropriate for your business. And then we begin to execute upon those action steps necessary to take it into the appropriate markets for exposing your business. After that, we begin to screen the respondents, that is, the acquisition candidates or the buyers, if you will. We try to determine who the best buyer or acquisition candidate might be. We then try to encourage them to provide us with an indication of interest, a letter of intent, an offer to purchase, or however termed. Once the parties, that is the seller and the buyer, agree, then we begin to move into what we call the due diligence phase. That's a time when the buyer and the buyer's advisors begin to review all of the documents, all of the information that has been communicated to them up until that point in time. After they've reviewed that, they begin to make arrangements for financing so that they can leverage their way into the transaction. Then the attorneys get involved and create the contract documents for review by both the seller and the buyer. Then we move to closing. It's really that simple, but yet it's not. There are many steps along the way and value is lost and gained at every turn. What is the timetable? It depends upon the type of the transaction, the size, how complex and how convoluted that transaction might be. Therefore, we always encourage those who are contemplating the sale of their business to start the process as early and as soon as possible. That gives you the opportunity to position yourself to capture the maximum value in the sale. If you'd like to know more about the process and the timelines that are involved, please give us a call. We always enjoy working with clients and we enjoy working with sellers and buyers alike.